Hey there, I'm Benjamin from Loves Data. In this video, we're going to look at the reporting library in Google Analytics 4. You can use the library to adjust the menu and reports included in your Google Analytics property. This lets you customize exactly what is and isn't included. It's also why you might open Google Analytics and see a different set of reports compared to other properties. So let's cover the library in GA4. In order to customize the menu and reports in Google Analytics using the library feature, you will need administrator or editor permission for the property. If you don't have administrator or editor permission, then you won't be able to customize these options. Okay, let's head to Google Analytics. I've already opened my GA4 demo property and we're looking at the home report. So let's select Reports. This is where you'll find the standard pre-configured reports. And in my demo property, these are grouped under a number of categories. We can see acquisition, engagement, monetization, and so on. However, depending on how the property was first set up, and if any customizations have already been made, you might see different categories and reports in your Google Analytics property. To show you how this happens, let's navigate to Admin. And let's create a new account. I'm going to name the account. Scroll down and click Next. Now I'm going to name the property. Let's leave the other defaults. And click Next. I'm going to select an industry category and business size. And click Next. This step, where we choose our business objectives, is what controls the pre-configured reports that are added to our property. I generally recommend selecting Get Baseline Reports at the bottom. This will give you the pre-configured reports we saw in my demo property. But for this new property, let's select Generate Leads and Raise Brand Awareness to see what happens. Now let's click Create. Accept the terms of service. And let's skip data collection. And click Continue to Home. Now let's navigate to Reports. We can now see there is a completely different set of pre-configured reports in this property compared to my demo property. Instead of acquisition, engagement, monetization, and the other categories, we can only see Generate Leads and Raise Brand Awareness. So this is how the selections made during setup can change the pre-configured reports in Google Analytics. If you want to adjust the menu and reports, and you have administrator or editor permission, you'll see the library option at the very bottom, as we can see here. If you don't see this, then you might not have administrator or editor permission. Okay, let's click Library. There are two parts to the library. There are collections at the top. This is how you manage the menu. And below this are reports. Let's look at collections first. You can see collections that are currently being used in the menu are labeled as published. And we can see the lifecycle collection, which we saw in my demo property, is marked as unpublished. So if you wanted to switch to this collection, you can click the three vertical dots next to Business Objectives and select Unpublish. Then you can select the three vertical dots next to Lifecycle and select Publish. We can now see the menu updates, and it now looks like the menu from my demo property. You can also edit these default collections by clicking Edit Collection. You can then reorder the menu, add and remove reports, and add topics, which are the drop-down report categories. I'm going to leave the defaults and travel back. Apart from editing existing collections, you can also create new ones using the Create New Collection option. Let's select this. You can then start from scratch or use one of the pre-configured collection templates. Let's navigate back. Now let's look at reports. Under Reports, you'll find all of the pre-configured reports that are included in the menu. There are two types of reports you can create. These are Overview reports and Detail reports. Overview reports are a dashboard-style report, and they can include multiple cards or pieces of information, while the Detail reports primarily present information in a table. You can click on a report to edit it. Let's click one of the Detail reports. You can then adjust the elements included in the report on the right. For example, clicking Dimensions lets you change the default dimension used in the report, and see the other dimensions that are available using the drop-down. You can select the three vertical dots to set another one of the dimensions as the default. And you can add additional dimensions to the report by clicking Add Dimension. Okay, let's click Apply. You can adjust the metrics included in the report in the same way. Let's navigate back. You can choose to have one or two charts at the top of a detail report. You can turn these off by clicking the eye icons. And you can also choose between line, bar, and scatter charts. The Report Template section tells you if the report is using one of Google's templates. If it is, then any updates to the template made by Google will be reflected in your report. And since we're editing a detail report, you can also create summary cards based on the dimensions and metrics used in the report. These cards can then be added to the dashboard-style overview reports. Okay, let's click back. Apart from editing the existing reports, you can create new ones by clicking Create New Report, and then selecting either Create Overview Report or Create Detail Report. Before we wrap up, I want to show you one more thing. This is that you can add custom funnel exploration reports to the standard reporting menu. To do this, let's navigate to Explore. And let's select the Funnel Exploration template. This loads a pre-configured version of the Funnel Exploration report, but I recommend creating your exploration reports from scratch once you're comfortable. To learn more about exploration reports, check out my Google Analytics course and other resources. I've included links in the description below this video. Okay, now since we've just created a new account and property, this report is blank, but you should see the funnel visualization when looking at your Google Analytics property. The most important thing to highlight is the small folder icon at the top of this report. Let's click this and name our funnel. Then click Save. Now let's navigate to Reports. Select Library. And let's click Edit Collection for the Lifecycle collection. Now we can search for the name of the funnel we just created and drag it to the collection on the left. Now we can click Save and select Save Changes to Current Collection. Now let's navigate back. And we can see our funnel exploration report has been added to the standard reporting menu. That's it. So that's how you can start customizing the menu and reports in Google Analytics. And we've also covered why you might see a different set of pre-configured reports when looking at different properties. If you'd like to learn even more about Google Analytics, then please take a moment to check out the extra resources. I've included links in the description below this video. And to stay up to date and learn even more about Google Analytics, please take a moment to subscribe to this channel. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.